Here we have our box glued to our top and our bottom. We have our ramp and sides glued together. We have our slider made. Everything is sanded nice and neatly. We removed all of our pencil marks. Here, this is the bottom side because it has my 1/4-inch holes. I have my name on the bottom here just so I know whose it is when I'm applying finish, as well as I'm going to put my name on the bottom of the Gumball machine box here. Our next step, we have everything sanded, everything's ready to assemble. There's no more sanding that needs to be done. I have our parts glued together. We need to glue our ramp to the front of our box. I wanted to make sure this knot was the back side. I think that's kind of ugly. So I'm going to turn my box around here. I'm going to glue my ramp on right here. This ramp wants to be 3/4 of an inch up from the bottom edge. Our slide is 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to put that in between there, and we're going to glue our ramp on just like that. It needs to be centered, left and right. We're going to line it up with the edges of our slot. So it's going to glue together just like that. The weight of the ramp is all that's going to hold this down while the glue is drying. We're not going to put any clamps on here or anything else. And we want to make sure we remove our slide so it does not get glued onto our project if we have excess glue. We want the flats being towards the top of our object. Again, a little glue. If you put a lot of glue on here, it's going to slide around on you as you try clamping it down. Got just a little bit of glue on there. I'm going to put my slide down, hold tight against the bottom, take my ramp. I get one shot of placing this. I don't want to smear glue all over the front of my object. I'm going to hold it tight against my slide and bring it down slowly, keeping it lined up. Right there's where I like it. Press it down really tight and release and pull my slider away. While I let that dry, again, it takes about 20 minutes, don't bump the ramp. It will pop off. I'm going to glue in one of these dowel pins. If you need dowel pins, please let me know. I have them pre-cut. It does not matter which location you glue them into. I'm going to glue mine into the front hole. Again, it does not matter which hole we use. Just a tiny amount of glue. I'm going to put my tiny amount of glue on my dowel. Just like that. Teeny tiny bit. Want it right on the end. And then I'll take the dowel and push it into the hole. Again, trying not to get glue everywhere on your slide because you will not be able to get that glue off later on. Just press it in by hand. It doesn't need to be pounded in there with a hammer or anything. Just press it in. If you see extra glue, excess glue coming out from around the dowel, get a damp cloth and wipe up the extra glue. We do not want to put the other dowel in because then we would not be able to assemble this later on. We want to put the other dowel in later after we have all of our finish on and our project is completely done. Then we'll add the second dowel after we put it through. If you still have any pencil marks, now is the time to sand them off. After your glue dries, we will be applying finish polyurethane to this project. Wait for this to dry and then we'll add finish.